Good morning, children of Standard 8. Today we are going to start with the chapter 4, The Freedom Struggle of 1857. Introduction. In 1857, a great struggle took place in India which completely shook the British government. This struggle did not arise all of a sudden. Means somewhere from it didn't pop up, but it took a lot of time for this struggle to come up. Earlier as well, many such struggles took place in India against the British. The scope means the area. The scope of the struggle of 1857 and its background was taken into consideration by V.D. Savarkar when he wrote his book, The Indian War of Independence 1857. Later on, many revolutionaries got inspiration from it to fight against the British. Now let us see how the people struggled before 1857. At first, every place where the British rule was established in India, the local people, means the people who lived there, had to bear the ill effects of the British government. The Indians started feeling that they are exploited in every strata due to the company's rule. Exploited means taken due advantage. This resulted in increase of discontent, unhappiness against their ruler. Farmers and common people became bankrupt, means they had to keep their land on mortgage during the company rule. In 1770, there was major famine, means less of food, in the Bengal province. States were called as province at that time. But the British rulers were indifferent and insensitive, means they were not emotionally attached to the people, so they took tax from them from the Indian people. From 1763 to 1857, the peasants of Bengal, peasants means the farmers, they rebelled against them. The sannyasis and fakirs also joined them. Similarly, more revolt took place in other places like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, South India, and people came forward. One of the person who came forward was Umaji Nayak. He gave a strong fight. He organized the Ramosis, that is the local youth, people who were staying over there. And they drew a declaration and appeal to fight against the British and outthrow the government. This also inspired the people of Pune, Satara, Ahmednagar. Then Umaji Nayak was caught and he was hanged in 1832 and he was put to death in Pune. This slide we can see the Indian tribal people and the forest community also challenging the British rule. Here the Indian tribe and the forest community, they had livelihood from the forest. They used to take the forest well and sell, and maybe they are eating food or they are taking directly from the forest and they are using the well. So the British community, the British had stopped. The East India Company told that you can't take the forest wealth and sell for your livelihood. You have to earn your livelihood. So they were against the Britishers. The British law put restriction on it. Consequently, means slowly, these people also joined in the freedom struggle. The Bihar Kollam area of Chota Nagpur, Gonds of Orissa, Santals of Bihar fought against the British. The Gaikwads from Kolhapur, maybe they are the soldiers who had the surname Gaikwad. And the Font Savant, means they also are the Zamindar. From Konkan also joined the challenge the British. Before 1857, some Zamindars and royal class means the kings, ministers from different territories rebelled against the British. In the next of East India Company, there were many Indian sepoys, means soldiers. What happened? They were ill treated by the company. Ill treated means what? They were not treated properly. How they were not treated properly? They were given less salary and allowance from the British counterpart. Counterpart means if the British soldier is in the same army or recruit, he will be given more salary, whereas the Indian will be given less salary. This happened. See, this picture is of East of Bengal in 1824 at Gorakhpur. The revolt took place in the fierce Mangal Pandey. This is the main revolt of 1857 picture. All these revolt took place in their respective territory in different places. We saw in Bengal, in Ahmedabad, all these places singly, single-handedly, small revolt took place. Their anger burst out in the freedom struggle of 1857. People unhappiness came up and the Britishers tried to suppress. Suppress means bring down the revolt. At various places, the rebellion took place against the British. The discontent means unhappiness in the minds of the diverse classes, different classes, blowed out in the form of this struggle, and its outbreak was in the form of an armed revolution of 1857. Causes for the struggle of 1857. During pre-British period, there were many kingdoms in India. Pre-British means before the Britishers came in India, there were the Rajputs, the Mughals were there, Marathas were there. Whatever changes took place at the center never affected the village system. Village system means it was running smoothly if the king is changed. The village system continued as it is. But the British changed the prevalent system and tried to set up the new system. Prevalent means they started changing the tax revenue, the land revenue, all the revenue they started taking tax. Looking at the changing nature of the village system created a feeling of instability and insecurity in the minds of people. Instability means the people were not happy because of these so many taxes, so many burdens were there. First, they were self sufficient, and suddenly these Britishers came and they levied tax on them, where the kings were never levying tax. They levied tax in Maratha times according to the land system, but this was totally different to them and they didn't like it. Cause the British introduced new revenue system to increase their income. Means revenue system means they laid taxes. For example, they used to take raw material, cotton, for example, and then they used to sell the cloth in India again. So they will sell it in a cheaper rate because it was machine made, as we have seen in the industrial revolution. But our income of the Indian workers or Indian weavers or textile weavers, we can see in this picture that they are making the thread and cloth at home, that will be more costly because it will take lot of days to make. So what happened? The taxes were forcefully extracted from the farmers. The farmers they gave taxes plus they sold the agriculture product in a cheaper rate, and this agriculture system collapsed. Okay, because they had to pay interest amount also to the zamindar or they had mortgaged their land. So they had to the agriculture totally collapsed, broke down. So the Britishers also what they used to do to sell the British goods in India means the Britishers will take cotton and they will give the machine product in India and they enjoyed lot of profit with the policy of the Britishers. They enjoyed. But what happened? They imposed heavy taxes on the local industry. You can see this picture how they are making, no, textile industries or cloth at home, and these industries had to be closed down because they took taxes from the people who are making the cloth or the thread or the weaving at home. So many Indian artisans means either they are the weavers, either they are pottery artists or whatever, any artisans, they had growing discontent, unhappiness in the minds of the people over there against the British. So this is the economic cause, money wise how the people were unhappy. The social cause. The Indians felt that the Britishers were interfering in the culture, tradition, customs of India. We had lot of customs and tradition. One of the custom was sati system. In that, the women were supposed to burn with the husbands because maybe the Indian society didn't like the woman to be exploited by other men. Okay, widow remarriage also was not there. But at that time, widow remarriage, the Britishers introduced a policy that widows can remarry. So the Indian Orthodox Indians or the people who were religious minded, they didn't like these all changes. Act and corrected from the social point of view, the British corrected it. But we had our own tradition system. But the Indians thought that it is an interference in their lifestyle and hence they were dissatisfied. unhappy. This is the social cause, means what changes happened in the society. Now we'll see the next one, cause. In political cause, after 1757, means here there we have seen in the last chapter that how Lord Dalhousie is annexing means taking away the princely states if they don't have a son of their own, okay, and then if they don't have, they are judging them that they are not ruling the kingdom properly, that is annexed many princely states. This is the picture of Lord Dalhousie, and this is the picture of one of the kings. The Nawab of Ayodhya was dethroned. Dethroned means removed from the throne on the ground of maladministration. Maladministration means not correct administration. Whereas the princely state of Satara, Nagpur and Jhansi, all these were annexed because doctrine of lapse. Doctrine means they didn't have their own son, their own heir. So they were removed from the throne. Due to the policies of Dalhousie, the Indians did not consider the British as trustworthy. Discontent among Indian soldiers, unhappiness among Indian soldiers. Now see, you can see over there the British soldier, he is sitting down on a chair, but the others are either they are Indians, they are also in the lower post. So what happened? The Indian soldiers were given lower status by the British soldiers. Status means maybe lower position. They could not gain any high post than the Subedar. Subedar means the person who will collect the revenue, or those who are deciding for the war. They were paid less compared to the British soldiers. The allowance were also gradually decreased. Allowance means if they are going from one place to another place, another sort of money is given to them, that is called allowance. They are not regular salary. So those also were given less, and they kept on decreasing their money. They didn't increase the money as the British soldiers. Due to these reasons, there were growing discontent, unhappiness among the Indian soldiers. Immediate cause. In 1856, the British provided long Enfield rifles to the Indian sepoys. This is soldiers, they gave Enfield rifles, as we can see in this picture. Already these rifles, see over there in the first picture, they have shown about the gunpowder and the bullet and the grease. Grease is the fat which is there. Now these sepoys, everybody knows that the fat is either from a cow or a pig. So here the sepoys were required to bite. See, I have shown the picture about the bite the end of the cartilage, that is the bullet. And the news spread about these cartilages were swat. Swat means covered in the fat of the cows and pigs. So cow is a holy animal for the Hindus, and Muslims, they hate the pigs. So this was hurting the religious sentiments of the people. Due to this, the religious sentiments, means ideas of Hindus and Muslims sepoys were hurt, and this made them unhappy. And that's why there was an outburst of the Indian soldiers. See the next picture also. This is the enraged rifles which they have preserved in our Indian museum. So what happened because of this? The outburst. Disciplinary action was taken on those sepoys who refused to use the sword cartilages and were given severe punishment. Mangal Pandey, which we can see in this picture, from Barakpur cantonment, shot an English officer as a reaction to the unjust nature of the British officer. Now Mangal Pandey didn't follow orders and he shot the British officer. Mangal Pandey was arrested and hanged to death. This news of his hanging spread like wildfire, and all the soldiers were inspired by this incident. The entire regiment, means the regiment in which he was working in, Mangal Pandey, of the Indian sepoys at Meerut, took part in the freedom struggle and marched towards Delhi. They went towards the Delhi with arms, ammunition, rifle, whatever they had. Thousands of Indian volunteers who wanted to join this freedom struggle, joined them on the way. They handed over the leadership of the freedom struggle to the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah. They gave him the crown. and proclaimed and announced that him as the emperor of India.